Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big episode 50 of the Aluminum Screen podcast. I am Emmett, as always, joined by my lovely co host, Brandon. We've got a ton of fun stuff to talk about today. A lot of trailers, Mandalorian and Grogu, Toy Story 5, others even. A lot of shows and movies to talk about. Dunkin' Egg finished last night at the time of recording. We've got, oh my God, what is it called? How to Make a Killing. There we go. I got there. I'm excited to talk about that, actually, even though it's performing like terribly at the box office right now and no one else has seen it, just the two of us.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about it. But yeah, before we get into all that, Brandon, how was your week?
Pretty good week. I have not been doing a lot of watching. I've been back on the Overwatch grind.
Oh,
Maybe for the first time ever. I've never played Overwatch before. Technically, I'm not lying now because I never played Overwatch. I only played Overwatch 2, which no longer exists, and now it's just Overwatch again.
sure.
So technically, it's no longer a lie that I was so bad that I stopped playing the game. I've been playing some quick play just for a bit of fun. It's been going all right.
Nice.
Nothing really to write home about, but
Hell yeah.
not too many watches. I've been pretty preoccupied.
That's fair. You're so lucky
But
we stopped going through our watches then, because these last 2 weeks I might have caught up to you.
I know we stopped going through watches, and I stopped watching more than
What's
you.
the point? What's the point of watching movies anymore? I don't talk about them for 10 minutes. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm going through withdrawals right now. I realize this is the longest I've gone without Marvel Rivals since it came out. I have my PlayStation finally, but I haven't set it up yet. So it's been 3 weeks, no Marvel Rivals. Crazy.
I
It's not
might
right.
hop back on the Marvel Rivals grind as well, though, because I texted, everyone, and I was like, "Yo, let's play Overwatch," and Ryan was like, "No, I'm not playing Overwatch. That game sucks. I'll play Marvel Rivals."
Hell
And I was like,
yeah.
"All right, I have them both downloaded." And then he was never available to play, so
Respect. Respect. Yeah,
I played Overwatch anyway.
I haven't even played Elsa Bloodstone yet. She came out like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Criminal.
I haven't even played The Thing yet, and
Yeah.
he came out months ago.
Last time when you talked about it, you were like, "Oh my God, Human Torch." It's been a full year, I think. I think we just hit a calendar year since he's been there.
Yeah.
Oh, that rocks. But yeah, couple watches for me, but I'm not gonna bore everyone with all the details. Been in a big Pokemon kick right now, heading into the big presents this
Mm.
week. Big stuff coming. Big stuff. I'm very excited. Very Pokemon
The big
build right now.
emulated games coming out.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited. And the Gen 10 reveal, it's gonna be good. I think they're gonna surprise us all and make a good one this time. I have faith.
Ooh,
I
that'd be
have
nice.
so
I'll
much
buy
faith.
like the mainline ones. I don't mess with the Legend stuff. I haven't
Oh,
played any of them. I just
Legends Arceus is like the best one.
That's what I've heard, but I just am like, I don't know. And
ZA,
then
you're good. No
ZA,
worries.
I looked at it as soon as the first trailer came out. I was like, I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. I don't
Yeah.
like the live action battling. I'm sure some people like it. It's got to be turn based for me.
I
I just
like
don't
it.
like it's too much.
Yeah. I like it a lot in Legends. A lot of people are like, "Oh, they got to bring that over to the main line." We can keep it separate, I think. Or you didn't play
Yeah.
Legends Arceus, but they have kind of more of like a middle ground. I think that would work, where like some moves are
Mm.
fast style or whatever. But yeah, so this Friday Gen 10 should be revealed. Wind and Wave is the rumor. And it looks like they're actually making a good one based on all that leaked stuff from a while back.
Really?
It seems like they're cooking.
Well, here's the thing. It's funny because like it was like right after the last ones. What's the last mainline ones that came out?
Scarlet and
Not Sword and
Violet.
Shield. Scarlet and Violet.
Boo. Those
I
are the
never
worst
finished Scarlet
ones.
and Violet.
Why should I finished them, but I never played them again, which for me is like I even
Yeah.
put hundreds of hours into Legends ZA, and that one sucks. Like, that's how much I hated
like
Scarlet Violet.
that one was bad, and then they announced like the other Game Freak game that looked like gorgeous, and everyone's like, why does
Oh,
Pokemon have to look like this and run so bad when you
yeah.
can clearly make games that work
Well, this is the
or that
longest.
look good at least?
This is like the longest gap between mainline games
Mm.
because ideally they've been cooking. They upped the Legends EA budget was 13 million. This one's 20 million. So it's just they spent more on a Super Bowl commercial.
It's crazy that they put that little money into the budgets of these games when they like
Biggest,
consistently make the most money.
literally the biggest thing in the world, like the biggest franchise in the world, not even close, above Disney, Marvel, Star, everything we talk about, and they can't squeeze out like 50 million for a game. And they make well, to be fair, I mean everyone buys them anyway. Who cares? Scarlet and Violet's the second best-selling
It's true.
game in Pokemon history. Like, why wouldn't they? Whatever. We don't have to go on too much of a tangent. I am hoping though that
Fair.
Fire Red, Leaf Green are going to come out, and like, unfortunately, like I know a lot of people aren't. Whatever. I don't want to get into a whole side thing, but they're going to come out and they're going to sell like cartoonishly well, and then they're going to have to put all the old Pokemon games up, and that's my dream. Having Platinum on there, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, the 3DS games, all on the Switch. I mean, we'd have to end this podcast, obviously, because I'd be going through all of them one by one.
No, we would play them. You would just have your Switch in front of your face the whole
That's
time.
true.
And
I'd
that
have
would
it
be
right above. I'd look like this all
Yeah.
the time.
And they'd be like, yeah, so what do you think about that trailer? They'd be like, yeah, you know. I'm like, all
Fingers
right.
moving on the side.
It'd just be me
constantly.
talking to myself for an hour and a half.
All right. Well, should we get into the news here? As much as I'd love to talk
Yeah,
about
let's-
Pokemon all day. Next week, we'll probably have to talk a little more Pokemon with all the news. Because never mind. I won't keep going. But fingers crossed for a
We'll
new
save
movie.
it for next week.
We'll save it for next week. Let's start with the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer. When we were recording last week, the news broke that a trailer was dropping the next day, and we were both really excited about it. I think you were really excited.
I think one of us was excited, and I think I was not.
But don't tell everyone who.
Yeah, I won't reveal who.
For
but
real. So, all right, last Tuesday, you see the trailer. What are your thoughts?
Ooh, I'm going first. I was very confused after I finished watching the trailer because I was like, why was this not the Super Bowl trailer? Because it was way better than anything else that they'd put out yet. I was like, I would watch this movie. Like, it looks like it's got some kind of fun action. It's got Martin Scorsese as a glup shitto.
Yeah, as a
What's love?
I was about to whip out the alien name there, but I forget. It's something like Fenren or something.
You got to be careful. We're trying to guess a Star Wars alien race because it's dangerous territory.
That's true.
But, oh, dude, how great would it be if they made Martin Scorsese talk about how he loves jizz, the Star Wars version of jazz?
You might as well. I mean, you have him there. You might as well.
Yeah. It is funny, though. Everyone's like, oh, I thought that he thought they were amusement park rides. Why is he doing it? And it's like, one, a paycheck. Two, it's fucking Star Wars, man. Like, who cares?
Yeah, he's like boys with John Favreau. He's probably like, hey, would you like? They probably ran into each other somewhere. He was like, you have any interest in doing a line? It'll take you like you can do it on your phone right now. Like everyone's
Yeah.
freaking out about it. Oh, but he said Marvel movies aren't cinema, guys. He's an alien in the Mandalorian movie. That's not going against
Also,
anything.
he played a pufferfish in Shark Tale. I don't know. He'll do voice roles.
I love how they gave the alien his eyebrows too in
Yeah.
Mandalorian. When
Yeah, no matter what, even if he's voicing a character, they still give him the eyebrows, which is awesome.
Such a good bit. Such a good bit. Yeah, this looks good, I think. I mean, last week we were talking, and I've become more on board with the Mandalorian and Grogu as time goes on. Like you said last week, I heard John Favreau, who obviously would have no interest in talking bad about his movie. He said good things about it, and he got me. I was fully on board. It's like, oh, maybe he's trying, actually. And now I'm excited, and this trailer doubled down. I think it looks pretty good visually at some points. Not really much happening plot-wise here. Nothing really to latch onto about the story. Embo is here from the Clone Wars, who you love, of course, voiced by Dave Filoni,
Of course.
who you also love.
Yeah.
Seems like he's hunting down the Mandalorian and or Grogu.
Wait, hang on, time out. Dave Filoni made his the character he voices, like the main antagonist of the movie.
I don't know if he did it, but yeah, I don't know if he's even voicing him. You sound like there's so many people in comments on this video, and they're like, "Oh, all it took was Kathleen Kennedy to leave, and now we're getting good stuff again." I was like, "You think they cooked this up in the last 2 weeks since she left? Like, thank God for Dave Filoni. It's like it's been a month, maybe."
Oh, yeah, but now it's not a woman anymore, so now it's good.
Now it's cool. Now it's good and cool.
If this exact trailer had come out 2 weeks, like if it had come out during the Super Bowl before Kathleen Kennedy was done, oh, woke slop,
It's
man,
so
this is
woke.
ridiculous.
They made it woke.
But I will say there's a direct correlation to how excited I am for this movie and how much Stinky the Hut they showed me. And this is the most stinky we've gotten. And
Yep.
this is the most I've been excited for this movie since it was announced.
We can see his abs. The rumors were true. Stinky the Hut is jacked. How much of a role do you think he's going to have in this movie? Is he just going to be there for like a
I think
minute?
he's gonna be in one scene.
I'm starting to think that, but it really seemed like they were setting him up for a big role. But I don't know where he's at.
Yeah. I looked up Stinky the Hut, and the pictures of Baby Rada is so funny. It's just like a little.
I know the exact one you're talking about. I picture it perfect because anytime I need to use a picture for Stinky the Hut, that's the only one that exists. That's like a good enough quality, and it looks so ridiculous. It's like he's stretched
I like the
out.
edit of that next to a picture of Jeremy Allen White.
That might be one of the best casting like news days ever. Just sitting there and Jeremy Allen White playing Rada the Hut. What more can you want? But like they're not showing his voice. Jeremy Allen White's a pretty big star. I mean, I'm surprised how little Stinky.
Yeah.
Maybe CG. Maybe the CG's not there yet. We're also getting 2 other Huts from the Book of Boba Fett here. That's fun. I wonder if Jack Black and Lizzo will be reprising their roles from season 3 of The Mandalorian.
I hope so.
What else? Oh, the helmet's off. They're confirming a couple times in this trailer that Pedro is in the movie, which is huge.
Every time that the helmet is off, that is one day that Pedro Pascal was on set.
Yeah,
Every
1 hour.
time.
1 hour.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping they backtrack from like the first 2. Have you seen The Mandalorian even? Have we talked about this?
I haven't seen a second of that.
That's crazy. I know we've talked about this, but you should watch the first season. I've definitely said that a million times. But
I have to get into a Star Wars mode before this comes
fair.
out.
That's fair.
Finish the sequel trilogy. Watch The Mandalorian and Andor.
You've already watched
skip
the
everything
peak.
else.
You've already watched the peak of the sequel trilogy. It's all downhill after.
No, I haven't seen episode 9 yet.
But yeah, season 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian, it seems like they're setting him up to like go against this cult that he's been brainwashed by and to take his helmet off and live a life with Grogu. And then season 3 they're like, "Oh, never mind, the cult's right. Go back and put your helmet on." And it seems like it's pretty much just cuz they were building up for it to be Pedro all the time, but then he blew up and he didn't have the time to be there literally all the time if the helmet's off. So like it's just such a weird, but now it's kind of like, is he going to have to go back to the cult again? Can they just say he wants to wear the helmet for fun? Like I don't like any of that stuff happening now. It's such a weird message at this point.
That would be an awesome like message. He's like, yeah, I actually did leave the cult. I just thought that the fashion was too good to pass up. So I will be wearing this helmet.
That's honestly pretty fair. Kind of rocks. It's a sick look.
It is. It's a good look, but
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it for the Mandalorian Grogu trailer. I'm excited.
this got me to be like, all right, I won't dread when I'm going to the theater now.
It does seem overall more of a positive reception, which is nice.
Yeah. Well,
Still,
I think it kind of had to be.
That
It would
is
be
true.
tough for it to be a worse reception.
That's true. Still doesn't really feel like the event it should, but hopefully we get there. I mean, this is the start of what should be a big marketing thing, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're gonna be seeing Mandalorian and Grogu everywhere, man. There's gonna be
Everywhere.
Grogu toys all over the place. They're sending brainwaves to your children to buy Grogu merch.
Yeah, your children and me.
Yeah.
24-year-old bald dudes to buy Grogu merch. Brutal. We also got the Toy Story 5 trailer.
Oh yeah, speaking of bald.
Speaking of bald, exactly. I'm curious your thoughts on this one.
Um, I think that it's kind of silly that 5 exists. I think the
Yeah.
story premise is solid though. And I'm like, I'm not someone who's like, but Woody said that Woody was gonna help abandon toys. Why is he doing this now? I really don't give a shit. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I know why they're making it is to, make money. So I don't need to be like, the artistic integrity is at stake here. I don't know why. Like, yeah, obviously, it's Toy Story 5. I don't think they were going into this like, let's make the best art ever. I mean, I'm sure they did when they were making it, but like the actual people making it. But the
Yeah.
execs that greenlit it were like, this will make us money.
Yeah.
But
Easy bill.
I love that Greta Lee is the iPad, my goat. She's finally going to be in another hit movie, not Tron Ares, unfortunately.
Never had any bad luck with Disney movies prior, joining a
It's
long
true.
established
Well,
franchise.
I think that they gave her the role in Toy Story 5 as like, hey, if you take the Tron Ares role with Jared Leto, we'll give you the a big role in Toy Story 5. She's
That
like, all
would
right, I
make sense.
guess.
That's nice. That'd be nice of them.
And Conan O'Brien's in it, so
Yes.
I'm hyped. I
Yeah.
recently rewatched the first Toy Story, so I'm getting ready. I'm prepped.
They really do rock. I feel pretty much the same way you do. Does a 5 need to exist? No. But it does, and it seems like, it looks really good. I like the what they're tackling here. Um, I'm curious to see how exactly, like, what the main thesis of this movie is with screens bad, toys good. Like, I don't think they're gonna go, like, I'm really curious to see what they're actually saying here.
I think it's probably going to be that like kids are getting robbed of their imagination because instead of playing with toys like Andy did in the first one, where he has all these different toys from these different genres in
Yeah.
a universe together, they're just watching clavicular look smog or get frame mogged by the ASU frat leader, for example. Are you familiar
What?
with that?
No.
That no. All right. Yeah,
What?
no. Me neither.
Clavicular?
Yeah, he's this new Nazi guy that's popping off
What?
online. Yeah. Well, he's a looks maxer. He's kind of the Jesus of the looks maxing movement.
Is that
He
like
used to
the
do a thing called
Chad thing? The
yeah,
looks
he used to do a
max?
thing called bone smashing, which is where you take a hammer and hit your face with a hammer so your bones break and then reform better.
That's real?
Yeah.
So is he like
Yeah.
jacked, I guess?
He's pretty built, yeah. But yeah, he went to Arizona State University and got absolutely frame mogged by one of the frat leaders there.
He does have a nice jawline. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to him because one of his famous bits on his kick streams is he goes and he'll just go somewhere and just say the N word and then be like, "What was that?
Oh.
Must have been the wind."
Oh. Okay, well. That's not great.
He's not a good guy at all, but he's like insane. So it's kind of like interesting to watch.
He
Not
ran someone
not interesting to
over?
watch. Oh yeah. That was the thing. So there's like a weird like stalker guy, and he just ran him over, and I think maybe killed him. But nothing seems to be happening with that. So
Oh, here's a
I
picture
don't
with
know.
him and Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good. Definitely
I mean
seems
that's the
like
circle
a
he moves in.
great
Well,
guy.
he was part of that absolute boys trip that went to Miami. It was him, Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, the Tate brothers, and they were in the club and they played the Kanye Hail Hitler song.
What?
And then they got banned from several Miami clubs for playing the Hail Hitler song in their club. I spent too much time online. This is like knowing this stuff makes me feel like I am a bad person and I should stop. Like just knowing about their existence. But it's like this is what kids are watching nowadays to try
Yeah,
and pull this back to Toy Story somehow.
no smooth.
Kids are watching that instead of like I don't know, playing with toys. And it's like, dude,
Yeah,
you're 8 years old. You should not be talking about how the ASU frat leader frame mogged him.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that's like
But
that seems like where it should go and where I hope it goes. But I do worry that like that like Disney who has a vested interest in kids using their apps and they're watching their stuff, and like their message at the end is really going to be like, you can use tablets, but just 3 hours instead of 4. Like I don't know what they're gonna
Yeah.
end up going for. So I'm really curious to see how they land it. But yeah, like in theory, I it got clowned a lot when the plot was kind of revealed because it is like it's a very they're spelling out exactly what they're saying. There's no subtlety at all. It's also a kids movie, but like I think it works. I think it's like an important topic. I think it's like now more than ever. I think it's a good thing for them to tackle. And
Well, I'll say this, with it being like so on the nose, like you said, and like it's a kids movie. Also, I think the parents probably need it more than the kids to be explicitly told, because every time I've seen a kids movie in theaters recently, the parents are the ones sitting on their phones the whole time.
that's actually a great point. I do, yeah, I do wonder if it makes that point. I think that would be a good. I think that would
Well, they'd have
actually
to
be
look
really
up
great.
to
Yeah,
get the point to hit them. But
that's true. That would, I think that would be great. I mean, the people that watched the first Toy Story, that was what, 30 years ago now, 32 years ago, they have kids now. That's the way to do it. I like that a
yeah,
lot. I do wonder if they're doing a plot point where the tablet's going to record the toys and then blackmail them. Because I think if you're going to keep pumping out Toy Story movies, we got to do like a big toy reveal, you know? The world has to learn that the toys are alive.
no, I don't think so,
They
because
definitely
then
don't
we're
have
losing
to.
the plot.
We
You can't
wouldn't.
put that back in the box once you do that.
You have Doctor Strange come in and do a big spell.
See, exactly. That's what you've. It's got to be something ridiculous to undo it.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, I don't know if I like this or not. Tablet's going to do that, right? And then put it online, and everyone's going to be like, oh, it's AI. Oh, the toys being alive is AI. So it doesn't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, but is this set in like 2009?
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, Bonnie's still like a kid.
Damn. Maybe
Or
she's.
I don't know. Toy Story 3 is what, 2010? Because, well, I don't know if they really. But Woody's bald, so some time has passed, clearly.
Yeah. Sometime after Toy Story 4. Thanks, Google AI. That's very helpful.
It might just be like a sliding timescale thing.
Yeah. It says Toy Story 4 takes place approximately 1 to 2 years after Toy Story 3, placing it roughly around 2008 to 2009.
Oh, wow.
So I guess this might be like 2010, 2011, which is kind of nuts.
That is interesting. Oh, so that. Oh, damn it. That means that what I wanted to happen at the end isn't going to happen. I want it. I feel like they got to bring Andy back, and then he has kids. That seems like the a no brainer. Like if Bonnie's over the toys,
Mm.
you end it with them going back to Andy, who now is a kid. That's if you ever actually end Toy Story, like for real. That's how you do it. That would
Well,
be
here's Andy has his sister. I don't understand why he never gave the toys to her.
because she sucks. She lost Bo Peep. She can't be trusted with any toys.
Mm.
That was a little too personal.
But now Bonnie lost Woody, so.
That's true. Yeah. Well, he's got a
Mm.
walkie-talkie.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
Oh yeah. One last thing about Toy Story 5. This has been a long ramble with many different topics. I really like at the start we kind of see Bonnie using her imagination, and it looks completely different to how Andy did it in the first couple movies. And it looks like the 2D, 3D art style that they're going for with Gatto, the 2027 original Pixar movie, that I've been very excited for. So I think that's a really cool way to kind of tease the future, and I think it looks great. I'm excited to see what they do with a full movie in that style.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we got the trailer for Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Um, so this is not the Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz one. This is a different mummy. This one looks really spooky,
Really
like more of a
spooky.
straight up horror. Lee Cronin has done what else? Because that name sounds familiar.
He did the Invisible
Uh,
Man and Wolfman. Oh
and
wait,
Evil Dead
did
Rise.
he? No, wait, that's the other guy.
Oh yeah, he made Evil Dead Rise and Evil
Yes,
Dead Burn, which also comes out this year, and a movie called The Hole in the Ground.
I am kind of fascinated by the fact that this movie's called Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Does he have the juice? I mean, no disrespect
I
to
think
him.
that this is how you get the juice, I guess, is
That's
by
true.
having Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
That's a good point.
I think they're doing that just so it's not as confusing as like people being like, "Oh, I heard about Brendan Fraser coming back for a
That's
Mummy
true.
movie. This must be it."
The timing there is pretty interesting. That could be kind of
So,
brutal for him. And the Tom Cruise, this is standing alone. Yeah, fair
yeah,
enough. Yeah, it looks really spooky. Definitely looks like its own thing, which I appreciate. It's not just the mummy again. I think it looks kind of great. I think a while back when this was test screening, there were all these reports that people were like leaving the movie really early and that it was really bad. But then there were reports after that that it actually rocked. So I don't know what to believe.
yeah. I have no idea, but I'm excited for this one. It looks spooky. There's been trailers recently that I've seen in the theater of horror movies that actually are. I'm like, "Whoa, these actually look pretty spooky,"
Undertone.
and I'm sure the movie will come around, and I'm like, "Is that the podcast one?"
Yes. That
Yeah.
one, every
Well,
time
that
I
one's
s-
scary because I'm like, that could happen to me.
That's so
No.
me.
But that one is like genuinely, I'm like, oh, that's like kind of unsettling.
I'd be hitting this when the trailer comes on in the theater. You can't even see what I'm also pinching my ears. That's the beauty of the
Yeah.
move. I do this move a lot during horror movies.
That's a great move.
It gets me, man. Oh, man. Jump scares get me no matter what. That's why I have to do that. There's just no hope.
Mm.
Oh,
Gotta always be prepped.
gotta always be. But yeah, Undertone. I mean, I don't have much more to say about Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It looks good, looks scary. Undertone. Every time I see that trailer, I'm so excited for it, but so terrified. Like genuinely,
Yeah.
it really freaks me out.
The last thing I guess about the Mummy, looks good. We're excited for it. Comes out April 17th. So
Soon.
a little bit less than 2 months away.
It's a good year for
But
horror. It's a good couple months for horror. Just this
it's a
spring.
good year in general for movies.
True.
We're so back.
That's
We're
true.
so back.
I have like 10, 2026 releases or maybe 12 I've seen around there. And they're like the lowest rating I've given is like a 2.5, I think. That's pretty solid.
I've given out several twos.
This time last year was brutal.
Well, you haven't seen Primate, right?
Yeah, to be fair, I've probably seen less than I did last year also.
Mm.
But
Well, there are some Primate truthers out there, so I can't
people
hate on
love
it too much.
Primate.
But yeah,
Like
I'm
Wuthering
down.
Heights is probably the bottom of my list right now
Mm,
with two and a
that's
half.
fair.
But it's probably more of a two, honestly.
Um, yeah, I really don't have much to say about the Mummy, but
Yeah,
it
yeah. I think.
seems fun.
Speaking of not having much to say, we also got the trailer for House of the Dragon season 3. You're
Oh
more
yeah,
of our resident Game of Thrones guy than me, outside of
which
Dunk and
I've
Egg, of
never
course.
finished Game of Thrones, so it's really I've just watched House of the Dragon season 2 is I think only the real difference.
Yeah, because I've seen season 1. Yeah, that's fair. I've seen bits and pieces.
Yeah, but Hot D season 3 coming in June.
God, D. That's
Um,
awesome.
I'm excited, man.
Hell yeah.
Season 2, they kind of faked you out, where they were like, "Oh, we're building up something big is going to happen," because that's how season 1 ends. You're like, "Oh, a war's about to break out here. Let's go." And then season 2, you're like, "All right, where's the war at?" And then there's supposed to be, because I remember online people were like, "Oh, the goat and honey or whatever it is, like there's supposed to be like an assassination or something," and everyone was like, "Oh, this is going to be so brutal. This is going to be like one of the roughest things any Game of Thrones show has ever like put out."
Damn.
And I was like, "Oh," and then it just wasn't. And everyone was like, "Oh, they kind of made that whack and not as good as it was in the book."
The biggest issue is just people talking about their shows too much before they come out. It's just,
Yeah.
it's never ending.
Yeah. The press cycles are getting longer and longer.
That's true. Damn, man. Yeah, I
But
remember.
I just saw the trailer earlier. I'm excited for it. It looks like all the buildup from season 2 is actually going to be leading to somewhere in season 3. There seems to be more action and more stuff happening
More
than
dragons.
season 2 had. Yeah, more dragons, more
More
houses.
houses. Damn it. Is this the
Oh
final
yeah,
season or one more? I think is there a fourth and final?
I think there's one more. Although I'm not sure because maybe this. Well,
And there's no
let's
chance of a
see.
Dunk or Egg cameo because the timelines
No, it's
are not
like
even close.
yeah,
It's like 100 years. Maybe we could
yeah,
see like Egg's
yeah.
grandma.
Season
Oh
4 is the
wait,
last.
isn't the whole show's about Egg's grandma? Never mind. Isn't one of them?
Yeah, right.
Aren't isn't it all like his? Is that spoilers? I don't think that's spoilers because well, if you haven't seen Dunk and Egg, I guess it's kind of a
Yeah,
spoiler.
Rhaenyra is the great 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 grandmother of Egg.
That many greats, damn.
Yeah, I think it's like almost perfectly between Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon.
Okay, yeah, I think it's like 80
There's like
years or
hundreds of
so.
years.
80
Which one,
years
Dunk and Egg?
after House of the Dragon.
Uh,
I don't know if that's right
that makes
because
sense, I
there's
guess.
a lot of greats
They were
in.
having kids
Although
pretty
people were,
young
I was
then.
gonna say people were having kids and dying really young, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But okay, out of the trailer stuff, just general news here. This is something we talked about a long time ago, and I don't even know if this is the same version of that project or if that was fake and this is the real one. I don't know what's going on. But the animated Venom movie is real. It was just announced by the Hollywood Reporter last week. It's being directed by Zach Lipovsky and Adam Stein, who did Final Destination Bloodlines,
Which was good.
and which was great. And Tom Hardy is involved. Very ominous. Tom Hardy involved. I don't know what that means. Is he like producing? Is he voicing? Is this connected to the
No, I think he
Scum?
just did some of the animation for the movie. He was like lead animator or something, I think.
That guy can do it all.
It's just a hand drawn style, and his hand drawing is like not even good.
Stupid. It's just camera taking a picture of a pad. He's voicing every character.
That would be sick.
How many Maroon 5 songs do you think will play in this one?
I think that they might run back the memories.
They should.
So I think there's a strong chance that memories is played
I still can't
in this
believe
animated one.
that's how they ended that. I'll never forget you, buddy. Cheers to the ones that we
And
got.
I'll never forget the montage, including like 60% clips from the movie that we just watched.
Like 45 minutes ago. It's incredible. Almost exclusively. Oh, but yeah, animated Venom. This is awesome. It seems like they're really going all in on animated Spider-Man stuff. The Spider-Punk movie, the Spider-Gwen movie's been in the works for like forever. I think it makes sense for a post beyond the Spider-Verse world to kind of just keep exploring these animated universes. A lot of rumors that this could be rated R if it is the one Seth Rogen was producing. Not sure if that's the case though. It'd be such a Sony move to make your live action Venom trilogy PG-13 and then make the animated one an R rating.
Yeah,
Was Craven the Hunter rated R even?
I don't think so. I couldn't remember anything important about that movie because nothing happened.
I'll
Let's
see it
see.
one day.
That's like the most fake movie ever. 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. Uh,
It's way too high.
I don't. I don't
I
even
feel like
know.
it might have been
Oh yeah,
R.
rated R. Yeah, it was rated R. Why? The hell?
I realized no one was watching it anyway.
I guess. Oh, dude, that movie is so bad though. We've got to watch it.
The 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 what is her name? I can't think of her name, but the screenshot of her with
Ariana
the lips
DeBose.
moving is one of the funniest things I've
Yeah.
ever seen in my life. I can't believe that was real.
Oh no, there's something even funnier in the movie where with the rhino.
Oh
Oh
my god, I forgot the rhino was in there.
yeah, the rhino's in there. We've got the chameleon.
Damn.
Easter egg for the chameleon.
Oh, isn't there one of the like casino guys, one of the card guys or something?
That's a really good question,
No, we don't
and
need
I
to look.
wish there was a way to know. I really do. But I would not be able to tell you.
We actually have
Oh,
other.
well, Christopher Abbott played the Foreigner.
That's
That's
maybe
right.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah, that is the worst Sony Spider-Man spin-off movie by like a
Damn.
mile.
Worse than Madam
Because like
Web.
Madam Web was bad, but I can laugh at Madam Web
Mm.
because she's like, wait, I don't have a disease. Like when they reveal that her mom went to the Amazon to get
Yes.
cleansed of the
Yes.
disease. I don't have a disease. Like that's funny.
It is great
Craven
because
was
of
just
how.
like
Yeah.
bad and boring.
That's fair. God, what a movie Madam Web is. That final shot.
Oh,
Oh, might have to do a rewatch soon.
yeah. Sony Pictures universe of Spider-Man villains rewatch when?
It sounds like a great pod episode. We have to watch
Honestly,
all of them.
yeah. In a row, no breaks.
We also got some other Spider-Man news. Spider-Man Brand New Day is reportedly set to be 4 years after, or take place 4 years after No Way Home. How are we feeling about this one?
I feel like it should have came out what, like a couple years ago then.
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, Sadie Sink was on the carpet at the BAFTAs, and I'm like, yep, that's Jean Grey.
They gotta stop. Marvel's, they just gotta review. I mean, at this point, it's getting
Put the
ridiculous.
trailer out, man. The
Put the
movie comes
trailer
out. When does the movie come out? June? July?
July, yeah. I saw a rumor has it could be attached to Project Hail Mary now because they're both Pascal Productions. Don't think that's true. I think someone's just this movie. The trailer is supposed to be attached to every movie that's come out since like
Yeah.
Anaconda. Like I don't think
Well, it
that's the
was attached to
strategy.
Avatar: Fire and Ash, so that's good. So we've already
Yeah,
got it.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, that's someone just like grasping for anything of like why it will be coming out.
Yeah, 100%. Pascal Productions. Yeah, I think time skip's cool. I just got to see a trailer soon. I don't want to skip all of the college stuff though. I think that would be kind of a bummer. Seems like that might be what we're doing here. Who knows if he even like
Well,
did college?
are we skipping the college thing? Because he still has to get his GED. So that's probably going to take him. I don't know how long it takes to get your GED. So I
I
assume that takes over a year.
No, I think he got that like right after.
Dang.
Because I think you just have to take a test, and he knew he went to school. He has all of that. He's a smart
Right.
guy. Unless you do have to do a
Right.
course, I don't know.
Let's
But I'd
see.
assume, I mean, maybe he just can't afford college or something like that. He has no social security number. I don't know how any of that works.
Hmm. Oh yeah, GED only takes about 2 to 4 months.
Yeah,
So
so
he's that right away.
it's probably fine. I mean, another thing, if we're skipping college stuff, it explains why Zendaya and Jacob Batalon would be here because they're out of school. They're probably moving back to New York. I get it. Uh, I just think the Empire
And I've
State
just got plays to
University,
be in.
yeah, the Empire State University stuff would just be really fun to see with this version of the characters. Such a great way to throw in Gwen and Harry, all the supporting cast really that we never got. I don't know, kind of a bummer, but who cares? It'll be fine.
Hmm. And then they can have Martin Starr come back as a professor at Empire State.
That would rock. That would if they ever do this version of Spider-Man becomes a teacher, he's got to work with Martin Starr.
Yeah.
That's how you get it all
Like,
connected.
oh, and JB Smoove as the conspiracy theorist.
Oh,
Witches.
my king. Which one of them had their wife fake their own death in the blip?
That
And
was
then
Martin
that
Starr.
was Martin Starr.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him.
Oh, so good, man. So good.
Brutal. Uh, that was Far From Home that was from, right? That you're saying is so good?
Yeah, there was one line
Interesting.
in there that was good.
Hmm.
It has its
Well, there's
moments.
only one line.
It has its
Yeah.
moments. The Mysterio stuff is good at the end.
Yeah.
At the end.
Uh,
The spider sense scene's good. That's about it.
oh, come off it, man.
um, What else would you say is good, generally, in that
We get
movie?
Chameleon in it.
We do get okay. You are not that is not real.
I think it's awesome that he wants to blow up his classmate with drones. That's just funny.
There's
I mean,
like
who among us hasn't wanted to do that though, right?
Brad, worst character ever.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to blow him up with drones because he
The
sucked.
drones, worst. The whole Edith thing is so stupid. The whole we agree on
No,
that, right?
but they've got to
No,
set up the drones so Mysterio
we
has
don't need the
them.
drones. We don't need to.
But that's how Mysterio does Mysterio with the drones.
Don't do it that way. Have him have the drones or something. Have him hack Tony. I don't know. It's the Edith stuff
But
is
that's how
so
he makes the
bad.
connection between them because he knows the drones because they're his good personal friends from the glasses. And
It's
then he's like,
like
wait a minute.
Mysterio even being like a ex Tony Stark villain. Not a fan.
That rocks.
That's bad.
No,
That's already bad. First
no,
off, then you have the
no.
drone
That's
stuff.
cool. It's connected to the
Bad.
universe.
Edith in general, Tony giving Peter just like all of the stuff that comes with Edith, bad. And then Peter giving it away to Mysterio is like so unbelievably bad that anything else positive in that movie is just
No, no,
dragged
no.
down.
Oh, so it's illegal to
Undeniably.
trust people now?
If you trust somebody enough to give them the power to destroy the world after a week of knowing them,
Dude, he reminded him of like his dad, basically. He was like, you're like Tony, you're like my dad, so here you go. You got to be like him.
maybe feel it out
I'm
for
just a kid.
more than 3 days at least. Maybe give them a little more time than that. Also, no, no. It's also so obvious what he's doing. He couldn't have put it all together with the wait.
He was a little
But didn't
busy. He was
he?
trying to woo his girl, and then she's getting stolen by Brad, who now's 4 years older.
Oh
It's
God,
a
the
lot to
45
process,
year
man.
old Brad. Okay, how question? How were the original like Element guys? How did they go there if he didn't have the drones? Were they his old technology?
No, he had the drones.
He had the
He had the
drones
drones the whole
then.
time.
Well,
Yes,
then why did he need Edith?
because then he controls more of them, I think. I
Is
don't
that what
remember,
it is?
honestly.
That's I feel like no. I think him and his team had their own thing going,
Him and his team
but
had
they
their own
needed the
drones, but then they had
drones.
more, I think.
I don't even think they had their own drones though. I think they needed the drones to interact with the world. They're like what they were doing was just setting stuff on fire or flooding or wind.
Mm, mm,
One
mm,
of us should
mm.
rewatch it and get back.
Well, hang on.
I should give it a rewatch and see if I still.
Ah, because Edith provides access to the Stark Industries global satellite network, capable of hacking any device and making the drone army way
Oh,
bigger. So
so
basically, stuff got better.
the drones weren't even related to Edith.
Well, they were related to it because then he got access to more drones than what he had because he just had a couple ones that they like, rewired or whatever. But then they were able to do bigger events that made him seem like a bigger hero because he's like, then they don't need the Avengers because I can create this huge threat bigger than anything they've ever faced and fix it solo dolo.
It is, even though it's a bad reveal, kind of the Nick Fury being a scroll thing. They're so lucky they did that because if Nick Fury didn't know, like if he didn't piece all this together, that would have been horrific. That would have made the
Yeah, but
movie
they
even
thought ahead.
worse.
They're like, he's a scroll. This will be great to set up Secret Invasion, a show where he
Uh,
comes back and has to fight off. See, that's the real enemy. Everyone's always like Far From Home, so bad. No, man,
they're
it
around the
could get
same.
worse.
They're right around the same level.
No, you can't even say that with a straight face. I won't engage.
They're not that far off. Secret Invasion's the bottom. Far From Home's also the bottom. Just a little bit up.
No, come on. You can't believe that.
I think as a movie in and of itself, probably not as bad, but what it does is so bad.
Probably. No.
Probably. What it does is
No,
so
what it
bad
does is
it
fun.
drags it down. Like at least it's telling a cohesive story. I'll give it that. That's above Secret Invasion. But like, it's not good. It's just not. I'm sorry. I'll give it a
It
rewatch
is.
soon. I will. But
But we have to I want to rewatch it with you so that way I can be like, that's actually good. Don't get mad at that.
great. Yeah, that'll make me feel better. That'll make me love it. That'll really turn me around.
I'll just turn to you every like 2 minutes. Wow, this is so great, right?
As the scene where Peter has to get changed in front of the 45-year-old woman and Zendaya walks in, you're like, see, that's actually really funny because she thinks that.
Okay, well, it's actually not in front of Zendaya. It's actually Brad walks in and takes a
You're
picture,
right.
which is worse on Brad's part because that could be,
You're right. He takes a
that is
picture.
sexual blackmail. He's trying to blackmail Peter, and Peter's like, hey, man, I was just changing to do my job here. It just seems odd. Hey, but that scene, not a huge fan of that scene. That's on John Watts. That's why he's out of there.
No one cares about Uncle Ben's suitcase getting blown up. That's a little sad. You wouldn't even be a little sad.
It's a suitcase, man.
The suit's good. Best suit probably.
Yeah, best suit. Easily the best suit. The black and red.
Yeah, black and red. Also the worst suit.
Although his newest suit is going to be
with Night Monkey.
Oh, that's not a real suit though. And that's a totally different hero. We don't know who the Night Monkey is.
That's true. That's true. I like the Betty and Ned stuff. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
That's
fun. They're like, oh. And then the trip's over and they're like, yeah, we broke up.
Yeah, that stuff's fun. What's the post-credit scene? Oh, it's Nick Fury and Sword.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, and it's the identity reveal, which is great. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. The final swing is solid.
And then No Way Home is like, oh, we've got these cool stakes set up. It's handled in 20 minutes.
We fixed it. Yeah.
Here's Daredevil. It's handled.
They love doing that. Should we just jump into our topics?
Yeah, we did go on a long Spider-Man Far From Home tangent there.
Spider-Man.
But I mean,
Spider-Man tangent and a clavicular tangent.
Yeah, sorry, I keep distracting us on my two favorite things.
Far From Home. Where do we even want to start here? We have a couple of things to tackle.
I think first let's touch on Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I saw this last week. You saw this. Or I saw this, I guess, 2 weeks ago now. You saw this last week.
Yes.
What did you think of? Have you seen any of the show before? Literally, or were you going in blind as well?
Nothing. Didn't even know this was a show. Didn't know anything. Thought it had something to do with Nirvana, so I wasn't even going to see it. And then I saw all the reviews. Were like, "Oh, this is so funny. It's so good." Went in fully blind, just knowing that it's maybe funny. That's it. And God, I'm so happy I did. I saw this, I think, Monday, Tuesday night, 8:00 showing, packed theater. Full theater
Really?
at such a random time. I was shocked. Not fully full, but like really good crowd. And everyone was having a great time. Just hooting and hollering. It is so goddamn funny. I really do want to see it again already. I'm so impressed by how so much of this was even done in the first place that like I've seen so many people describe this movie as just genuinely fully unique and one of a kind, and it absolutely is, because I don't know how any of this even happens.
Yeah, it's so good, man. I saw it. It wasn't a packed theater, but I saw it pretty earlier in the day, so I guess people were still at work or whatever. But I still I think that's probably like the most I've laughed in a theater in a long time.
Me too.
I think the hardest I've laughed in a theater in ages is when that random guy, when they're buying the Clippers, says he's a libertarian. So he's like, yeah, if you want to jump off the CN Tower, you can.
That's so good that they connected at the end. You get the I don't know if anything has made me laugh harder than when is it Matt, right? Matt, is that the...
Yeah, Matt's the guy with the hat.
Yeah.
And then
Matt,
Jay is the famous one.
How Matt finds out he's in 2008. In the first, they're missing all of the obvious things. Like they pick up a Bill Cosby thing. There's a Jared from Subway board. Like all of this stuff is happening, and then he goes to see The Hangover, and they keep saying the slur, and everyone's cracking up, and he's going, and just looking around, shocked. Oh my god, I was crying. That is like my favorite. That I don't know, man. That's one of my favorite scenes like ever. And like
It's really good.
the crazy thing is there's a scene in there that I'm like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, like so often.
Oh, it was great.
It is so good. Like the fact they recorded themselves like 15 years ago to set up
Yeah.
that they were gonna do a time travel movie in the future somehow is insane. Like
Yeah.
I need a documentary about this movie itself. Like I need to know how they managed to pull all this off. Oh
Well,
my god, a
Matt said
great
that they'd been sitting on that for like 15, like 20 years or whatever. He's like, we just had that footage and we're just like waiting to use
so
it for
wild.
something. But
So another great bit where he pulls the whiteboard down and I don't know why that was so funny. And the
the the whole bit where Jay becomes like the most famous guy on the planet,
Will
it goes
Smith
on tour.
he
Yeah.
does the
He
most.
goes, uh-oh, Richard. This is a really funny movie, but it is like there's so many moments where I'm like, how did they make this? Like, how
Oh,
is this like a thing?
100, and even just like in the bits that I've seen with them on podcasts or whatever talking about it, like they're outside of Drake's mansion in Canada recording the scene where Jay has to like get away from the cops and the reporters. Like that's real. They went there during like
Yeah.
that's so insane.
Oh, but it makes me want to watch the Blackberry movie that Matt directed a couple years
He
ago.
directed the Black with Glenn or not Glenn Powell, Glenn Howerton.
Glenn Howerton.
He
Yeah.
directed that,
And he's directing the Anthony Bourdain biopic starring Dominic Sessa.
and Stavros, right?
Yeah.
Wait, that I was watching Matt Johnson on Stavy's World.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
not realize he was directing that. That's actually so exciting.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Tony it's called. I'm not sure when it's set to release, but
I feel like this
Leo
year.
Woodall is in this?
Well, he's
Leo
not the
Woodall,
star,
Antonio
right? He's
Banderas?
top billed, but I thought Dominic Sessa was.
Dominic Sessa is playing Tony.
Okay, yeah. Damn, that's
And
awesome.
Stavros in it, yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
I'm
That's
hyped.
huge. I didn't realize he directed. I didn't realize he directed Blackberry in that. Hell yeah, dude! I
Yeah.
really want to watch the show. I don't know where to find that.
I think it's a web show, so I think it's just like on a website. Like I think it
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it Yeah, because I looked it up and I think it's just online,
That's huge.
I think. But yeah, it looks so good.
It's such a great movie.
The,
I
the,
want to
the,
watch.
it's
I want to watch
oh
it a million more times. Genuinely.
yeah. I wish also we're like snowed in at the moment. I wish that we weren't because I would love to go to the theater and watch it again.
Totally. Oh man, the thought of at least being able to get it, like watch it, like if I could own it already and throw it on right now,
Mm.
that'd be nice. I
Eventually, when this is up for pre-order, I might just have to pre-order it right
I know.
away
Me
from
too.
Neon.
You know,
Like,
yeah, yeah. I really want to see it again. Oh, great time. Great time. Highly recommend to
yeah,
everybody.
go see this if it's playing near you still, and you're not snowed
Absolutely.
in.
And if it's not, find the nearest theater and go see it anyway. It's worth it.
Yeah,
Hell
go
yeah.
through the snow.
Go through the snow. Give it a walk. It's a little snow.
Yeah, little snow never hurt
A
nobody,
little snow
except
never
for all the
hurt.
people it did.
Oh, it's a little cold.
Ever heard of a jacket?
Wear a jacket,
Some boots,
obviously.
maybe?
Pants,
Yeah, and a shirt.
socks and a shirt. You're good.
Probably underwear also, maybe. But that's not like required, I guess.
Yeah, if you prefer, you want to be
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah.
A hat, especially if you're a bald king.
Mm.
Hats,
Gloves?
Gloves if you want. Gloves if you're a little baby.
Little baby
If
mittens.
you're a little baby man and you need little baby mittens for your little baby hands.
All right, not too much on people that wear gloves though.
I'm
That's
anti-glove.
no, that's
I
ridiculous.
am.
What do you
I
mean you're
am.
anti-glove?
I'm just
My hands
anti-glove.
are the part of my body that gets the coldest,
I know, and
quickest.
I I do tend to get my hands get really cold, but I refuse to wear gloves because I'm stubborn.
That's, your fingers are gonna turn purple one day, man.
They get really cold. Sometimes my pockets are
Yeah.
warm enough, but if I have to like navigate, ooh. Anyway,
Anyway, how to make a killing.
yes.
This is the I guess the biggest movie of the week, but I'm not even sure if that's true. The biggest movie that came out this weekend,
Yeah, it definitely came
maybe.
out. I doubt it topped the box office above
No.
Wuthering Heights or Goat.
Yeah. But pretty good movie. Saw this at the it was the secret screening at AMC last Monday.
Yes.
So tapped into that.
How
Pretty
was the
packed
crowd?
theater.
Crowd reaction generally? Were they
It
in?
was there was a couple chuckles in there.
Nice.
But other than that, it wasn't really anything too crazy. But it was a damn near full theater, so that was fun.
That
The
rocks.
secret screenings are they've been getting pretty packed recently, which
Yeah,
is awesome.
I'm one of those people that waits until the title's revealed on Reddit. So when I go in to check,
Mm,
there's normally only like 3 seats left, which is fun. I love that
yeah,
people are so on board for this.
yeah, but yeah, Glenn Powell is pretty good in it. I think. Um, Jessica Henwick, the goat.
Great. Who else is great?
Um,
Who else are you gonna shout out here?
Topher Grace
Topher
is
Grace.
really fun in his scene. I think honestly, the person who stole the movie though, I mean, Glenn Powell is good in the lead, but I think his chemistry with this person is like kind of why you go see the movie. And this person is like so good and so funny in the movie. Zach Woods kind of stole the movie.
I
He was so funny.
I was hoping that's what you were gonna say. He's great. I love him generally. Loved him in The Office. Love him on Instagram Reels every once in a while when some guy does some crook thing and he makes a video calling them out. That's kind of his new niche, and I love it. Love him. So glad
Yeah.
to see him in this. I didn't realize he was in it. I guess I just missed him in the trailer, and he popped up, and I did
Well, he
the.
wasn't in the trailer.
Oh,
It was just
really?
his name would pop up in the trailer.
Oh
Yeah, at
my
the end.
god. Yeah, dude. So happy to see him. He's so great in this.
Yeah, he's really funny throughout it. Um, who else was good in this?
I feel like you're forgetting a
That's kind of
big.
it's kind of it. I think that's kind
No
of who I
one
would say was
else.
good in the
No one
movie.
else is jumping to mind.
What's their name? Ed Harris. I thought he was really good too, as the like kind of the
Oh
patriarch
yeah.
of the family.
I think you're still missing.
No, that's it now for sure.
I yeah, I really like this. I saw this 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I had a my theater was relatively empty until the two oldest people in the history of the world walked in. With 20 minutes left in the movie, the two oldest people that have
What?
ever been. They walk in. They slowly walk up the stairs. Like I can't even emphasize how slow we're moving. And it's like the end. It's no, it's not. Okay, I'm exaggerating. It's when like the third act, I don't know if you call it twist, reveal, whatever you want to call it, like happens and we
Mhm.
start going into the third act. So it's like, high pressure, like stuff's moving. And then they walk in and they're moving at the snail's pace. I'm like, oh, where, just sit. It's, you just, at this point, you just got to sit somewhere. They go all the way up to row E where I'm at and they start making their way down. They sit down. 20, and they go, they're just yapping amongst themselves, somewhat quietly. Then the one of two women, I think, and the one of the women sits in her chair. She goes, "This one doesn't recline." Super loud. Moves to another chair. She goes, "This one either." Moves to a third chair, and she goes, "None of these recline." She's definitely not doing it right. I don't know how she didn't figure that out. So then, every time someone pops up on screen, she go, "Who's that? Who's this? Why is he going there? What's this?"
Old people love doing that,
And
man.
then, yeah, but they missed the whole fuck. Of course they don't know what's going on. And then the movie ends, the credits roll, and they go, Well, that was quick. I'm like, how have we not figured this out yet? How have we not figured this out? They walk out of the theater. Everyone's walking out, and they look up, and it's like auditorium 13. They go, "Oh, we're supposed to be in auditorium 15." See them walk over to auditorium 15, and maybe my favorite line I've ever heard. One of the women goes, "Oh, the ticket person was wrong. They told us it was on the right. This one's on the left." Thinking that it's the actual auditorium door and not the hall you go down to get to the theater.
Yeah.
And also, there's a number. Like, why did you think that it was on the right if it's not even the same number? So that really added to my experience. I was having a great time listening to that. But yeah, I really like this movie. I think I gave it. I gave it
Just can't
a.
imagine.
Oh, it was incredible when they kept saying "Who's that?" and "Why is this happening?" and "Who's this?" and gasping
Do
at
you know
every
what
reveal.
movie was supposed to be playing in 15
I have to
or
assume
no?
it was How to Make a Killing. If like, surely they know something about. I mean, maybe not. It could have been like
I'm just imagining that it was like Goat, and they're like, "Who is this? What's going on? When does the goat show up?"
maybe Wuthering Heights. Maybe they're going to. But
Maybe.
how do you not
Or
know?
Nirvana.
That would be incredible. Crime 101.
That honestly could be
Yeah, I
Crime
don't know,
101.
but that was great. But yeah, I really like this movie. I think Glenn Powell's great, Jessica Henwick's great, Margaret Qualley's great, of course. Zach Woods is great, like we just mentioned. Um, I don't think you loved my letterboxd review of this movie for some reason,
I
but
had an issue with it.
but I think yeah, I really like it. I don't want to go into spoilers too much here, but I think the whole movie is. I didn't love the opening of the movie when it first started. I was like, oh, that's kind of an annoying way to do this, but I think it
Mhm.
kind of works by the end. Although I do still think it's all just very ridiculous, but I think it's fun. So it's not like a Cinema Sins esque like he wouldn't get away with that. But it does kind of get to a point where it's like he wouldn't get away with that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think I was on the same boat. I gave this like 3.5. I was between 3 or 3.5. I really was not a fan of how because they chose to do that. Glenn Powell is telling the story of how he killed his whole family to a
Yes.
priest because he's
And
on death row.
yes, and I like the narration. Like I like the voiceover part of it. I don't like that we know he's on death row. We,
Yeah. I think that would have been a much better reveal at the end.
yeah, you just don't have him and the priest talking. You don't do that until the end. Like it's a
Yeah.
pretty easy workaround.
Yeah. But I think it delivered what the trailer kind of promised. It's like going to be kind of fun, just like, he's going around killing his family members to get the inheritance. And then he's like, "Oh, I like Margaret Qualley, but she knows that I'm killing all these people, and oh, I found a new girl that I like." Which I've got to say this, my biggest problem with the movie, and this is going to be a Cinema Sins ass thing. He should have just stopped at a spoiler, by the way, for the movie. Should have stopped after one. He got
Totally.
a job. He's living like he wanted to. Like he's like the whole thing is like he's like, I want the life that was taken from me. And it's like, okay, you've got it. You killed one guy that nobody really misses because he was kind of a douchebag. He's dead. Now you've got his job. You're working your way up through that. You're making a ton of money. And then when you go to kill Zach Woods, you meet his girlfriend and fall in love with his girlfriend, but it's like clearly she's not really feeling him. They're clearly going to break up.
Yeah.
Just wait it out. And then he later finds out he only had to wait a week.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Right after the first one, it's okay. You did it. You got the life you deserved. Like I
Yeah.
and like I don't know what the message there is. Like, are we supposed to think that he's like addicted to it? Like he's a sociopath because he does say he likes it and he's kind of getting a thrill from getting away with it. Like, is that what it is? Is it greed just generally? Because I guess that's
Yeah.
kind of what they're going for. But like, it's so frustrating.
I think it's just that, like, when you're in the pursuit of money, there's never an
Yeah.
end point. Like, if you're like, I want to make more money, you're going to do whatever it takes and you're just going to go. Even if it ruins your life and affects the people around you, you're like, this is not enough, though.
Yeah.
Even
What
though it's like
is?
you have
Yeah.
a nice apartment, you are about to marry this woman that you clearly love, but it still isn't enough for you, and you have to kill off people that you've never met for no
Yeah.
reason.
What is making 400,000 a year when 19 million is sitting on the other side? Like I, but it's like
Right.
he's met with the FBI like 3 times at this point. It's so I do. We're in spoilers now. I do love that that's the kill that gets him. Or kill. Like I do love that that's what lands him in jail. So when that reveal happened, I'm like, okay, the death row thing kind of works for me a little more now because it's clearly
Yeah.
subverting what we think is supposed to happen here. I think that's a really fun bit, but it's just so silly. It's like
Hmm.
I'm in the movie. I'm not trying to be one of those guys. It's like I'm actually, but it's like how is it not like Margaret Qualley is the only one that knows. She's the only one that somehow figured this out.
Yeah. That's yeah. It is like you kind of have to suspend your, whatever
Definitely,
reality.
which I think it kind of works because it is essentially like a fairy tale. Like it's essentially like a classic story of you keep getting more and more and more, and you get a bow and arrow, and like just that kind of. I love the uncle
Yeah.
character in this. I thought he was. I liked him a lot. I like him as
Yeah.
kind of like a more normal as one of these guys can be. But like he genuinely felt bad for Beckett, whereas the other guys are kind of just I don't know. Zach Woods is like friends with him in the sense that he's like flexing on him all the time and is like, look at how sick this is, and he's all that stuff. But
Keeps
the
calling
uncle's
him the
like,
wrong name.
yeah, keeps Beckham, and then the uncle's like, hey, sorry I wasn't there for your mom. Like, let's get you a job. Let's get you set up, and he's doing great. And I like that, and
Yeah.
I like that he
That's all he
didn't.
needed.
Yeah, exactly. And I like that he couldn't kill the uncle. I think
Yeah.
that then he would have
It's
lost me
also
completely.
also funny that he could have probably just like reached out to his uncle and been like, "Hey, do you think I'd be able to get a job since I'm
Yeah,
like family?"
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he only got it because he was grieving that his son died. But I mean, you would have been worth a shot maybe
Yeah, totally. The fact he keeps
before
showing
you
up at
decide to
these
kill 7 people.
the fact he keeps showing up at these funerals is outrageous. Why would you keep going to them?
Yeah.
They're gonna it is very the first kill especially is so Hitman that I really enjoyed that whole sequence. He's got the cap and the glasses. He's walking through the party. We see like a guy with a flamethrower. We see the pool. He's jumping. It's like there's so many ways this could go. How's he gonna tackle this? And I really like that element with the first couple kills before it kind of becomes like a montage of being like, oh, I'm going to kill this person, I'm going to get this guy,
Yeah.
we're going to skip a couple. But I really like the ones that we really dive into his thought process. He's smart, he knows what he's doing, he's mixing chemicals, and I like that element
Yeah.
a lot.
I do like that they kind of yada yada some of the later ones where it's like not someone that you know.
Yeah,
Like the one aunt or whatever where he's like he gave her a face mask and then he's like Guten Tag and then he
yeah.
just leaves.
I'm totally cool. Like I see it. That's good. Like
Yeah.
because it was getting to a point where I was like, all right, where are we going? A little bit. I was like, where are we going with this one? But
Yeah, but just to me, after the first kill, and then he's like goes and kills Zach Woods, and he's kissing Zach Woods' girlfriend, like as he's killing him. I was like, all right, you clearly did not need to kill him. Like you could have
absolutely.
just let him be. And then everything after that, I'm like, dude, the Jessica Henwick character is like begging you, like, hey, just like hang out with me. Let's just, And he's like, sorry, I've got to go kill my family members. Like, I'm just like, all right, at this point, like I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm not. No thanks. I'm
totally.
set.
Totally. Another big suspend disbelief moment is the very end where he signs the paperwork to sign everything over to Margaret Qualley. That's the easiest duress case literally in the history of the world. He's going under death penalty unless he signs this, and then he signs it. That's not that
Yeah.
is so easily like he could just prove that in an hour. I couldn't even like believe that that was part of the plot at that point.
But then I guess he's not able to then be like, oh, she actually forced me to sign it because then she can be like, okay, he actually killed all of his family, and I know that
True.
for a fact because he
That's
wasn't
true.
tried for that.
That's true. I wasn't thinking about that.
But
AI photos are AI. No, that's true.
I gotta say, you just brought her up, the Margaret Qualley of it all. I don't. I think that this is what made me realize that I don't know what it is. I think Margaret Qualley's fine. Like I think she's good in The Substance. I watched a couple episodes of The Maid. She's great in that. Everything else I've seen her in, I haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't know what it is. It's she kind of when she was delivering her lines, it felt like it was similar to how she delivered lines in like Drive Away Dolls or Sorry Baby. And I just was like, I feel like I'm like I know that she's acting.
That's so you. We talked about this before I saw the movie, so I kind of went in thinking that and expecting there to be something. But I do kind of think that this is like a you thing. Like I thought, I didn't. I mean, I
Must
don't
be.
think she's like Oscar nominated performance here or anything. But I thought she was fine. Like there wasn't anything. I thought she was good. Like there wasn't.
Right. I'm not saying that she was bad in the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
just
just
think
the.
that like every time she was on screen delivering a line, I was like, she's I like know that she's acting and it feels like she's trying to deliver the lines in a way that it's like, I'm sure you'll make a killing. And the way she
Yeah.
said it, I'm like, all right, I get it. I don't know. I it must I don't know. It's probably just me, but I just was like, I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Doesn't do
Yeah,
it for me, I guess.
I'm glad that the movie had a happy ending too. I think that that's nice after everything he's been through.
No, it
That
doesn't have a happy ending.
it
It
totally
definitely
has a
doesn't.
happy ending. It absolutely
No,
is a happy ending.
definitely not.
In what way?
Jessica Henwick speeds off and drives away, and then he has to go be with Margaret Qualley
Oh, sorry. I
for
thought
the
you were
rest of
gonna
his life.
say when there wasn't a happy
No, no, no.
ending
That was the whole. That
there.
was it.
I was
That's the
just
bad
waiting
part.
for the reveal.
No, the reveal was that was the reveal.
Oh, poor guy. He's got to go be with Margaret Qualley, who has $19 billion.
Well, it's not Margaret Qualley he's with. That's you're coming at this all wrong, brother. You're thinking about if you were in that situation and you had to be rich with Margaret Qualley, you'd be like, yeah, sure. This is like like insane evil lady.
How is she? She's not evil.
Okay, all right. She's
She's not
blackmailed him the
that
whole
evil.
movie.
He's killing. He killed 7 people.
Okay, but they were rich, so they were probably bad too.
I'm not saying they were good, but he still killed 7 people.
Not really though, because it's like they were billionaires.
He
So
killed all. He still killed 7 people.
no, he didn't. He killed 7 billionaires.
Oh my
That's
god, he
different.
killed 7 people with billions of dollars.
No, but I guess. But I mean, I don't know. I
Oh,
think. Oh, also this was me. So they were like, oh yeah, he like killed himself. Her husband, Margaret Qualley's husband, and she's the one who found him at his job. Part of me is like, I think that she kind of killed that guy.
yeah, I think so too.
I don't think that guy just killed himself because he got beat up.
Yeah,
Maybe he
yeah,
did. And they're like, they don't really touch on it that much, but I'm like, Margaret Qualley definitely killed that guy.
I think so too. I thought it was going to be one of before the blood and the knife reveal or whatever. I thought it was going to be one of those things where he just hit his head, and that was like such a
Mm.
stupid fun way for this to all end for Glenn Powell. But yeah, I think Margaret Qualley definitely killed. But did he write a note beforehand? Did she forge the note?
Could have just forged the note
Yeah, that's true.
or made him write the note and then kill him.
That's also true.
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it's a sad ending. The life that he should have had leaves him, and now he's stuck being a rich, soulless loser
Hey man,
with a wife
it
that doesn't
seems
even like him.
it seems solid. I'm still struggling to see that.
Ugh. Yeah, but it's a fun time. I think that movie will be. Well, it's not going to Netflix. It'll go to HBO Max, but I think on HBO Max it'll find an audience.
Yeah, definitely. I'm wondering. I mean, for a while it was like Glenn Powell, next Tom Cruise, one of our new movie stars. Are we?
Yeah.
Has the ship sailed there, or are we just kind of
I
going
don't think
through
he's
it?
getting used right. He's not getting used right. You've got to let Glenn Powell use his charm. He kind of gets to do that a little bit in this movie.
Yeah, I think.
So that's why it kind of works.
Yeah, the Running
I
Man
think there's
more
other issues with the movie that holds it
is.
back. The Running
Yeah.
Man, I had this. Have you seen Crime 101?
No.
Damn.
Too
Well,
long.
so Chris
You can
Hemsworth
spoil
is the
though.
lead of Crime 101. Well, it's not really a spoiler. It's just when we were leaving Crime 101, Rebecca and I were talking about it, and we were like, it was good, but I don't know. I just had an issue seeing Chris Hemsworth as this guy who's like shy and socially awkward, and he like doesn't really talk that much, but he like is like kind of charming in a way. I was like, I feel like if they swapped Chris Hemsworth and Glenn Powell in The Running Man and Crime 101, I think both movies are better for it.
Yeah,
Because I'm
that's
like, I
fair.
can see Glenn Powell as like a kind of like sneaky guy that is like a master thief, but
Yeah.
also like cares about the people that he's robbing.
Yeah, I mean like Hitman.
And I can see,
Like that's
yeah,
kind of his.
exactly. He's so
Yeah.
good in Hitman.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can see him doing that, and then I can see Chris Hemsworth more as a guy who is like so filled with rage and has to suppress it.
Yeah.
That did not really work for Glenn Powell. He just doesn't seem like a guy who can get that angry.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely. I don't think this movie underperforming is on him necessarily, but it is a pattern at this point, and I don't. But movies stars kind of isn't a thing anymore. He's doing a lot of projects, so maybe you could criticize like his choice in projects, but I don't blame the guy for working. It's I don't think you can completely I don't think it's his fault. I just think people don't go to movies anymore.
Yeah,
Ultimately,
and everybody's already seen him at home as Chad Powers, so why would they
that's
go pay
true.
to see him?
Now that one I think might be the big misstep of his career. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it, so maybe.
Hey, he got a Golden Globe nomination for it, so
What? Never mind. Never mind. Fair enough. I feel
season
like
2 of Chad Powers coming soon.
that is a real thing.
Oh, yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about this movie. I think it's just fine,
Yeah, I
but
agree. I had a
it's a little
perfect.
ridiculous, but
Yeah, I had a good fun time at the theater. I like when he
yeah.
uses the bow and arrow. Unfortunately, I am very slot brained, and I was like, God, he'd be a good Green Arrow. The second he picked up the arrow at the end, I was like, shit, that'd be perfect.
He would be because he wants to be Batman, so let him be Green Batman, like in the
Hey,
Arrow TV
it wouldn't
show.
be the first time. Damn.
All right, should we move on to the biggest event of the week?
Yes, of the
A Night of
year.
the Seven Kingdoms, or
Hell
more
yeah.
properly titled, A Night of the Nine Kingdoms.
Nice. Or more properly titled
Had
Dunk and
its
Egg. The Tales of Dunk and
yeah,
Egg. That's just, I keep calling it Dunk and Egg.
yeah. I mean, it is that, but I finally watched it, caught up, binged the whole thing basically the day before. Finished the second to last episode right before the finale. What a show, man! This is like it's so good. It's one of the best Game of Thrones universe things
I think you could get rid of one
easily.
of. I think you could get rid of the one of in that sentence.
Really,
For me,
I
at
don't know,
least.
man. The early seasons of Game of Thrones are so good.
I've seen maybe the first three and a half, 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, so I haven't seen a ton. But I'd put Dunk and Egg up top personally. This
Mm.
is, but it's also like I think I've talked about this before. I'm not like a Game of Thrones guy, but Dunk and Egg has always been my one since like 4 years ago when it was first being announced, and I learned what it was. I was like, this one's for me. This is my leap into the world. Like this is what I want to see a big strong man and a silly little guy who's bald going around this weird world and having little adventures and being good guys. And that's what this is. And it's so perfect and I love it so much. And I honestly think I'm going to do a YouTube video about this topic, so spoilers for that. But I
Ooh.
think this is like how I think we've even talked about this. I think this is how franchises should and could live on forever. You don't have to go bigger. You don't have to go bigger. Did I just say that twice? You don't have to go bigger every time. You don't have to get more elaborate. You don't need more dragons. You don't need more multiverses. You don't need more stuff. Just refine it a bit. Use this world to your advantage and just have a smaller scale story. It's honestly a lot like The Mandalorian in season one and a little bit of two, but it kind of, went on from there. But like, just set a story in this world. Wonder Man, I think, is another good example. Like, we can have small scale stuff, and I just want to live in this world a little bit and experience new characters, and it does tie into the larger story. So fair enough. But like, I just enjoy what it is. Just a nice little storytelling.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. More universes need smaller stories to kind of keep them running. Because that's what, like, when the Avengers first happened, it was like not these huge, big movies right away. It was like, here's Iron Man's story. Here's, all these like
Totally.
origin stories essentially. And it's like, now they're all together. And that's what was exciting about it.
Absolutely.
It's not exciting just that it's a big movie. It's exciting because it's like these characters from other smaller things are
Because we
now in a
worked
big
for it.
movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, man. But
But
go ahead.
Dunk might be one of the best characters. I think might be my favorite Game of Thrones universe characters.
Same.
So good. Just a big dumb guy.
Yeah, a big dumb good guy. It's the
Yeah.
best archetype. I, and like, he is. Who cares about being a good guy in this world? This world sucks. Everything about it's gross. I hate it. But he's still just a good dude. And like that just, I love it so much. That's what it's all about, man. And like him being a good dude inspires other people to do good things too. Like we see it with Baylor in episode 5. I think that's his name, right? Baylor.
Yeah, the
So
Targaryen
yeah,
guy. He's like,
yeah.
I'll fight for you, or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, we need good men, and I'll fight for you and join your side. And like, we see it with the Apple guy. I don't know anyone's name in this show now. I feel like, but like, we see it with Egg. I mean, spoilers for the end. Oh, I guess we won't jump there. But yeah, totally. Dunk's the best. Egg's great. Did that reveal shock you in episode 3 or 4?
Well, so it didn't shock me, but only because I'd seen promotional stuff of it on Twitter where they were like, here's Prince Egg, like
Ah,
Prince Aegon, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's his whole thing? Because I like heard of the books, but I didn't realize that he was a Targaryen until that tweet. And I was like, oh. And then I was watching the show waiting for it to be revealed. I was like,
fair.
oh, there it is. But
Yeah, I also knew
makes
going
sense.
into it, but it's still such a great moment, such a great reveal. That
Yeah.
whole episode is great, and then that moment must hit if you really don't know it's coming. He just
Yeah.
barges in there. That whole bit with Dunk is great too. He goes in and just starts beating the shit out of that guy because, oh man, I really do love this show. It's so good.
It
And
is.
episode 6 was last night at the time we're recording this, and it's such a great finale of a show. And not to be too repetitive from before, but it's like it doesn't have a fight in it really. It doesn't have like a big climactic battle. It's just two guys. Like it's such a different thing than what we're used to. I think it even utilizes the 6 episode thing well. Like these are short stories that are
Yeah.
being adapted. The hope is to have one out every year. Like pump them out, which
Yeah,
I
well, they said
should.
season 2 comes out 2027.
Yeah,
So,
man, that's awesome.
well, did you see the showrunners like plan like what they want to do for
Let them do it.
their dream is to have 4 to 5 seasons like now, and then have a 10-year gap, and then 4 to 5 more seasons, and then another like 10-year gap, and then 4 to 5 more seasons.
Let them. Let them. Let them do
I
it.
would watch it. I mean, I would watch the hell out of it.
The thought of having new Dunkin' Egg seasons for the next 40 years of my life. What more could I possibly ask for? The world may be going to shit, but if I can
Yeah,
hang out with my boys Dunkin' Egg every couple of years, I mean, what more could I ask
it'll be
for?
worth it. That would be sick. The kid that plays Egg is also like, it's insane that they found a kid that's like that good, and then the main guy is like just a rugby player.
Totally.
It's nuts.
Both of their performances are incredible. In the finale, I was really blown away by Dexter, who plays Egg. I mean, he had a great performance the whole time, but these like very complex scenes where he's feeling a lot of things and he doesn't really talk about them, but you see him feeling it and you see tears and he's going through with this action he doesn't really want to do, and it's such a quiet moment, and then his dad stops him, and it's just like he never really talks in that sequence, but it's portrayed so beautifully by this little kid. It's really wild. And yeah, like you said, Peter Claffey, who's just this rugby player. I mean, I can't imagine a more perfect casting. He is
He's
incredible.
the coolest guy,
He's,
man. I haven't
he's
seen videos now. There's a video of him, I guess, when he was still playing rugby, and he was like, "I do a pretty good Stewie Griffin
I
impression."
just saw
And
that.
then he just starts doing it. There's videos of him like after the premiere party or whatever for Night of the Seven Kingdoms. He's singing "New York, New York" or "My Way" or whatever by Frank Sinatra. Like,
he and
oh
and that carries over to the show so well because you can have a scene of him just being like a dork and being like a dumb guy, but then you also have a scene where he's like, you see where this knighthood is in him. Like you see, he's got aura. Like, and they're able to go
yeah,
back and forth between the two. Like he rushes into that tent to save Tanzel, and like that's not the Dunk that we're used to seeing, and that's not Sir Duncan the Tall. That's like Duncan from Little Bottom or whatever they say. Like that's so cool that he's able to do that. He's great. I want to see
yeah.
both of them in everything. I mean, they might be busy for the next 30 years with Dunk and Egg, but damn, dude, I
Honestly, that's fine. Just let them
that's
play
true.
Dunk and Egg for the rest of their lives. They
That's
can live
true.
off that. That's fine.
I'm so okay with that.
Oh
And I love the side characters we meet here too, especially
yeah,
I don't know his name, but the Apple fella. I love him so much. He's one of
yeah.
my favorite characters. Last in the finale, I thought he was gone for good, and then he shows up again to give Dunk his horse back in a really sweet moment. And I'm like, yes, he's back. I can see him again. I love him standing up to his cousin. I love how he got hitched at the end of the show to the
Yeah.
what's her name? Is her name just Red? Is it like something like that? I can't think
I
of
don't
her
remember her
name.
name. Yeah, but
But it's so great, man. I love like it really feels like a world. These characters are doing stuff before Dunk shows up. They're going to do stuff after he's gone that we're not going to see. But he's just kind of stopping into this little world for 6 episodes. Next season, he'll stop into a new town and we'll meet new folk. Like it's such a fun
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it is cool that it's like going to be a different cast of characters every season. That's kind of fun. Also, the Apple guy is Raymond Fossaway.
Raymond Fossaway, my goat,
Yeah, so
my
he's
goat.
he's awesome. I really liked Lionel Baratheon.
Yes.
He was like he's like Dunk is like actively dying. He's like, "Hey man, come to Storm's End and let's like bone."
Yeah.
That guy rocked,
It
man.
seems, from what I've heard, we will see him again at some point
Yeah,
down the
that's
line.
I gotta get to reading, man. I've got
Me
to get
too.
back on the reading grind. I finished the Blade Runner book, and now I'm like, I've gotta tackle Project Hail Mary,
Oh,
and then I
yes.
can jump onto Game of Thrones.
I've been on a huge reading kick recently, but I do want to get, because I feel like with the way spoilers are with stuff like this, I feel like I already know so many things that I might as well just read it. Like, not reading it
Yeah,
isn't preserving the experience for the show. This stuff is just
right.
everywhere. Yeah, maybe I'll, oh, I can't go to Barnes and Noble
Well,
today.
and there's some difference with the books and stuff though. Apparently, the I think the biggest difference I've seen is that at the end of this season, Egg is like, my father told me to be your squire or whatever,
Mm,
and then it's revealed after the show ends that actually he didn't. He just ran away again.
yeah.
I think in the books, I think his father does send him to Squire Dunk. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
interested to see how that'll play out in
That's
the future.
my yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, I haven't read the books yet, so I don't have much to go off of, but I think from what I've heard, I like the book way better because I think it's more of like an arc for both of these characters that like we don't really get there. I have seen people say maybe this is just him like putting on a show in front of people so that they're not like, "Oh,
Mm.
which I don't know. Could be the case, maybe, but
Sounds like Cope though.
I know, but like I'm hoping. I wonder if that's just a way to keep the Targaryens around in the next season, have them show up and be like, "You have to come with us." Which, like, I don't know if I love
Mm.
that even, but I don't know. I'm interested to see where it goes. Another big departure was it's directly confirmed by Dunk that he was never actually knighted by Sir Arlen, and that's something that he like knows never happened. We see him kind of hesitate
Mhm.
to knight. Oh my God, you just told me his name. Raymond Ramsey.
Raymond Fossaway.
Raymond Fossaway. We see him kind of hesitate, and it's kind of implied. And in the book, it's kind of a very ambiguous thing if he was actually knighted or not. In here, they're just kind of confirming it, which is interesting. I don't know what I prefer there. I got to read the book first, I think, but
Yeah.
interesting choices. It's and George R. Martin's like super heavily involved with this one. He even gave them 10 or 15 new short stories that they could use with these characters. Maybe that's where the
Mhm.
Targaryens come back into play. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, hopefully they keep him on because House of the Dragons showrunner had him involved on season 1, which was good, and then season 2, they're like they just kind of like ignored his like if he would give feedback, they would just kind of ignore it. So I don't know.
And he kind of
I
went
hope that they keep him involved because it seems to work out a lot better.
totally. He went kind of scorched earth on the House of the Dragon showrunner recently. Put out like a whole thing about
Yeah,
him. It's pretty
yeah.
wild. Yeah,
I mean, you kind of can. It's like you invented the whole universe, and people didn't really like season 2, and you've already seen the ending of your like main like storyline get kind of ruined, and people hate that. So I understand not wanting it to happen because then it's like if it happens to a second show, then it's like all right, now it's a pattern. Don't watch any of these Game of Thrones universe shows because they're all going to be good for the first couple seasons and then fall off.
totally. I think if something terrible happened in this, excuse me, this season was like terrible, I think Game of Thrones could be in a really bad spot. But the show did really well. I think
Yeah.
13, 14 million average viewers, and it started. This is a crazy thing that, so many of these streamers can't comprehend. The episode one had like 6 million viewers or something. By the finale, it was up to 15 million. Week by, and that's just in the first 3 days after release. Like that's what it's all about. I mean, we see it with the pit, we see it with all these shows. Make a good show, and people will be there if they have the chance, if they have the
Yeah, if you
time.
put it week for week, because if it's a good show and if this all came out, it's like people are like, oh, it's good, and then you're like, all right, I guess I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah,
But it's week by
exactly.
week. It's only 30-minute episodes. You can be like, all right, I just need to watch one episode to catch up.
Exactly. And to be fair, this it might be a special. I mean, it happens a lot, but this might also just be. It is such a low commitment. It's 6 episodes. It's 30 minutes an episode. It's like a very.
And you
It's a
don't need
bite
to know
size.
any of the lore of the
Exactly.
shows to watch it. Yeah.
Exactly. So that definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, as someone who really doesn't care about Game of Thrones, I'm much more into this world now, and I am probably my fiance proposed that if I watch Game of Thrones with her, she'll watch One Piece with me, which does seem like a really good
Wow.
deal on my end because it's like
Yeah, you're getting a lot more use
900
out of that.
episodes more. But I really don't know if I could do Game of Thrones that first season again. So I've really been going back and forth. But
No,
I think
you
it's
have
worth
to.
it.
You
I
have
think I
to.
know. I think I have to. I'm just not ready to dive in yet after losing Dunk and Egg. I need to mourn for a bit. I do think I
But
really
they'll still
will
be with
like
you in
it.
spirit.
That's true. I mean, there are connections in Game of Thrones. I'll watch just for those moments where
Yeah.
they're like, Sir Duncan the Tall, 4 pages.
Oh.
See those edits all the time. Oh,
Yeah.
one last thing about this show. I don't know if the get up moment, I could run through a brick wall. That is
Yeah.
like, I have like chills just thinking about it right now. Egg yelling, get up, Sir Duncan. And then it just gets to Arlen with the get up and you see him rise. I like sorry, a little tangent. Something I don't love about the Game of Thrones universe, in my limited knowledge, is how not fantastical it is outside of the dragons. Like I know there's like the little bits of magic
Well,
or
that's
whatever.
more, yeah, the show kind of shied away from a lot of the more magical elements of the
That's
books.
what I've heard, and that's another reason I want the animated version. But I like to think that that is like because in the book apparently with Dunk and Egg before the trial of seven, Dunk is like I literally know nothing about this world or the lore, so I'm going to butcher all of this. So everyone should look this up and not take it for fact to make sure it's real. But he's kind of like visited by the gods of this world, like the seven gods or something like that, where like he meets an old man who tells him something, and then a woman kisses him on the cheek. And there's a couple other things like that that happen. And the idea the interpretation that a lot of readers have is that he's kind of being blessed by the gods here. So I really like the idea that he did die there, but he's just like given another life here. He's like he has to get up, and
Yeah.
he gets up even though he died. Like that's so fucking awesome to me. That's such a cool idea.
Well, I also like that it's like, and then we get the moment in the finale where Sir Arwen is like, a true knight always finishes the story. And Dunk's story
Yes.
wasn't done yet. It's like he had so
Oh,
many more stories to tell, so he gets back up kind of
that's so
in
true.
the similar way there.
I didn't even think of
Because you
that.
see Sir Arwen kind of die, and you're like, oh, he just died in the middle of it. And then he comes back, and it's like, you've got to finish the story.
Oh my god, I didn't even connect that. That's so true. That's a great
Yeah.
point. Damn. Oh, it's so. I'm gonna
Oh,
rewatch that
it is good.
episode. I need to watch
Yeah.
it again.
I love like the last shot where they're walking and Sir Arwen is there and then he goes off to the side towards the tree. I
that
thought that was really great.
that got like
I saw someone online, they were like, I hope that this means that like, we're not gonna have Sir Arwen flashbacks in future seasons. They're like, I hope that the flashbacks now are like Dunk and Egg's off-screen adventures,
oh I
which I
like
think it
that.
would be pretty fun.
It would. I do like the Sir Arlen stuff, but it does make sense after that moment to kind of.
Yeah, and I don't know how much more of it you can do because you
I
don't want to overdo it. Also, with
totally. I do agree. Last night though, I said I would watch the hell out of a Sir Arlen spinoff. Give me his life. I'm watching it. I'm watching every goddamn episode. But there's no need for it. But man,
yeah,
yeah,
I don't
dude,
know how
it's
entertaining it would be just watching a guy getting pissed drunk all the time.
yeah.
Like,
His action sequence is great in episode 4, I think it is, and it's or 5, I guess, because five's the trial
I
of
think
the
five.
seven. Yeah,
Yeah,
5, and like, dude, the whole trial of the 7 episode is like
so
so
good.
incredible, man. I mean, I already talked a lot about Duncan his get up moment, but like this, it's just that's like my favorite trope. That I have two. Oh, I don't know how many. Two of my favorite tropes are one of my that's one of my favorite tropes. I'll leave it at that. Is just guy destroyed, gets shit rocked out of him, and he's getting back up. I mean, it's Captain America in Endgame. That's like my whole.
Yeah,
I've built my whole life around that moment in Endgame, and that is like literally the exact same sequence. He's beat up the same. He's getting up anyway. I just adore it.
yeah. I like when there's Stefan betrays him. He's like, I'm actually fighting for the Targaryen, and then Raymond is like, "Knight me, and I'll do it." Like that, I was like, "Oh yeah, we're cooking here." And then like he's waiting for one, he's pleading like to the crowd. The guy stands up, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be sick." And then he just rips a fart, and I'm like, "Oh right, I forgot that this is like the comedy one, which just means that there's gonna be like a shit joke or a poop
Yeah,
joke or a fart joke in the episode, which is fine." But then
yeah.
I was like, "Oh." And I was like, and then you hear the gate start opening. I'm like, oh, no way. And yeah, oh, what's his Targaryen name? The
Baylor,
Baelor.
Baylor,
Baylor. Baylor comes and I'm like, oh, it's
the
incredible.
sick ass armor too. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
good. And all of that's great. And Egg's face in the audience that whole time when that guy gets up, he's so hopeful and then he's sad and he's yelling. Like that whole time, he's so good. And I'm like crying
Yeah.
every time he says anything. Get up, Sir Duncan. I've been saying that for like a week now. I can't stop. I think it'd be really funny if Kylie and I went as Dunk and Egg for Comic Con and I was Egg and she was Dunk.
That would be
Or
sick.
Halloween or something. Might have to pitch that. Some good bald representation.
Yeah, about time.
About time.
It was a rough year last year with Lex Luthor being the
True.
main bald of the year.
Yeah, now we've got Woody, we've got Egg.
Yeah, you got 2 good ones so far.
Hell
So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see who else is coming.
I also really
Although
like.
Woody is kind of balding,
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I can claim him.
so I'll claim Woody. You can get Egg.
I'll take it. I'll take it. My boy. Yeah, man. I need to get the book. I honestly I need to get like a a Dunkin' Egg poster somewhere. I'm like so Dunkin' Egg filled. I just ordered a Project Hail Mary poster. So I gotta,
Oh,
that'll be
sick.
somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm really excited about that.
Hell yeah. I like that every week now we get like more stuff in the background
Yeah,
of
it's over.
for you.
That's true. It's just slowly adding.
First week it was empty. So, and then you got the bookshelf in there. You got
That's so true. I got some more stuff over there that I got to get up to, but we're getting
hell
there.
yeah. I can't wait to see what gets added for next week.
That's true. Yeah, at some point you have to come over here and we could try an in-person episode.
Yeah.
It's just we'll talk eventually. It's just
Yeah.
really not a lot of room, like at all. But I think we can figure
I'll just
something
be like
out.
crouching in the corner like Gollum. It'll be fine.
That's perfect.
The camera cuts to me and I'm just like crouched over like
Giving a really insightful, genuine take as you're crouched over in the corner. Yeah, and I really think the beauty of this film is.
Oh.
Oh
But yeah,
man,
I don't know what else to say. Just this show rocks.
yeah,
Good show.
it's incredible. I think I'll do Game of Thrones. I think I'll commit.
I was gonna say, you know that the show is good if it has you even considering watching season 1 for an eighth time.
I know, and I fucking hate. I mean, it's a
I
good
am also
season.
tempted to watch it.
It's
It's
a good
so good,
season,
dude.
but it's just I've probably seen that season more than like most other seasons of shows that I've rewatched a bunch in my life because we've watched it once. I've watched it like 3 times by myself. I watched it in high school on my laptop on my Chromebook. Like I've tried. I just I do really
Oh,
want an animated Game of Thrones. Apparently, they're doing like a. Is it the Sea Serpent in House of the Dragon? There's like a.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
apparently getting
That
an
might be getting an
animated,
animated show.
which that rocks. That I should
Yeah,
do House of the Dragon season 2. That's less of a commitment too.
yeah. Season 2 is fine. I
What if
think
I
it's fine. I think it's kind of overhated,
what if I read the
but
books instead? Does that count?
I think you
Not
probably
really.
could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, there's like slight differences from the show to the book, but
one has an ending.
it's true. That's
All
true.
right, we can wrap this up before we keep yapping forever. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody, so much for hanging out. Join us next week for what comes out this week? Scream 7. I don't know if we're really going to be doing a
Um,
Scream 7 bit. I am probably going
I don't
to get
know.
a ticket for something
I'll
else
probably
and
see
watch
it.
it
Yeah. Right.
or see how A-List works because I don't even know how much we're supporting with an A-List purchase anyway.
Yeah.
Um,
Or we could talk about K-pops.
yeah. Could talk about Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Yeah. Or Epic Elvis Presley in concert.
Oh, breaking news! Oh, that is interesting. Funko is has signed a deal with Rideback, who did the Lego Movie, to develop Funko-inspired TV shows and movies.
That's like the worst news I've ever heard.
We might have to do Scream 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound too annoying here, but a week from today, I will be seeing Project. Oh, I don't think I can even. I don't know if that's allowed.
You'll be
That's
seeing
probably
Scream
fine.
7.
I'll be seeing Scream 7. I actually have, and then I also got a ticket for the early screening on what is it, the 16th, that Monday.
Yeah. I don't even know if there's tickets still available for that because
I
I
can't wait. It wasn't too busy when I
wouldn't know.
went in.
Mm, I'll have to check. I'll have to check. But yeah, that'll do it for this week. We are. We'll be back next week
For
with
something, I
something.
guess Scream, which we both
Probably
are.
Scream
Yeah, we'll
7.
probably have to do Scream 7.
Or we can do a draft of the good Scream movies
A draft of Melissa
somehow.
Barrera's movies, all of
Yeah.
her
Something
filmography.
Love and Monsters. Or My
Yeah,
Monster. What is it?
You're a
Your
Monster, I
Monster?
think. That's a good one. Yeah, we'll figure
Mm,
something out. I mean, it might just have to be Scream 7, I guess, which,
yeah.
if nothing else, is there shows? You're not a Pit guy. You
No.
should
I
lock
could
into
get
the Pit,
involved with the
though.
pit.
Now that Night of the Seven Kingdoms is over.
maybe, but now I've got to rewatch Game of Thrones.
That's true. That is true. Game of
So
Thrones catch
we'll
up.
see.
We'll do a season a week.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, there we go. We'll do season 1 of Game of Thrones next week. I think
Perfect.
that might be the only way that I like stay. A season a week's pretty
Yeah.
damn. That's a
Season a
lot.
week is a lot.
But
Yeah.
the movie watchers would definitely take a hit with that.
Oh,
But
they're definitely gonna take a hit. And
if
then I'm
we
gonna
do like
watch
a
One
season
Piece
a month,
again. If I
could
watch all
happen.
of One Piece again, my movie
Oh,
watching that I watched like I didn't even think about that aspect of it. I have to watch One Piece again. Oh, which I love.
ugh,
But yeah,
yeah,
we'll see you next week. Join us for Pokemon Talk next week. I'm gonna unfortunately need a yap session about all the news that'll come out Friday, so we're gonna
yeah,
build that in for
that's
sure.
fine.
And
Next week we could talk about game night,
oh, finally, that's true.
a game night
Next
rewatch
next week
pod.
should be the week.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. It's inevitable. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody, so much for joining us for the big episode 50. So exciting. We will see you
we're
next
over the
week.
hill.
Hopefully, we're over the hill. We will see you next week for episode 51 on something. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, comment, whatever it may be. And yeah, have a good week.
Adios.